Russian leader Vladimir Putin is prepared to meet with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. That's according to Russia's foreign minister, but cautioned all issues must be worked out ahead of any potential talks. His comments come as Zelensky calls for a strong response from Washington if Putin won't meet with him. Despite efforts to secure a negotiated settlement in the war in Ukraine, Russia launched another massive attack overnight. CBS News senior foreign correspondent Holly Williams has more from Kyiv.
Russia targeted Ukraine overnight with close to 600 drones and 40 missiles, according to the Ukrainian Air Force. And that is far from unusual. Ukrainian officials say that the Russian attack hit energy infrastructure, private homes, an American electronics manufacturer, and a kindergarten. There is a lot of talk about a peace deal outside of Ukraine, but inside Ukraine, people are living and dying in a war zone. And many people here simply do not believe that Vladimir Putin really wants to end the war. They think he is playing along to avoid angering President Trump. Take a listen to this Ukrainian military officer.
If Putin actually agrees to a peace deal, do you expect him to stick to his word?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He's a cheater, he's a criminal, and he would never accept the fact that independent Ukraine still exists.
That is why Ukraine wants security guarantees, guaranteed protection from the US and other countries in case Russia invades again. Now, President Trump has said that would not involve American boots on the ground. And yesterday, Vice President Vance said that Europe would have to bear most of the costs. But getting all sides, including Russia, to agree to those security guarantees may be next to impossible. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, thank you very much. Turning now to the situation in the Middle East, Israel's military is urging medical personnel and aid groups in northern Gaza to begin preparing evacuation plans. As it says, it has begun the first stage of its new ground offensive to seize control of Gaza City. For more on this, I want to bring in CBS News foreign correspondent Ramy Inocencio. He's joining me from London. So, Ramy, bring us up to speed. What are you learning?
Hey, Vlad. Yeah, that announcement you just talked about from Israel's military of those first stages of its planned attack on Gaza City came right after Hamas militants actually attacked IDF soldiers in the southern region of Khan Yunis. And I have to point out that these kinds of face-to-face engagements have truly become rare as Hamas has been degraded. This here is IDF footage released yesterday from Khan Yunis. Unclear if it's from the same attack, but at least you get the idea of the situation on the ground there. The military said about 20 terrorists attacked an IDF structure and then used machine guns along with anti-tank missiles. Soon after that, Israel's military spokesman then said, "We will deepen the attack on Hamas in Gaza City." He also said that the IDF is holding the outskirts of the city, and that jives with what our CBS News producer in Gaza has been telling us, that the IDF has encircled the city and that bombing kept going in the south and in the north of that city overnight. And I do need to remind, with all this happening, it really might be easy to forget that there's a ceasefire and hostage deal that actually still does exist in some way out there. Hamas did agree to that proposal on Monday, as we've been reporting. Israel has still not yet replied to that. Basically, this plan would see about half of the hostages in Gaza returned early on, the rest freed after 60 days. But Israel says that it wants all 50 hostages, dead and alive, returned at the same time. So that plan is still in limbo. But as for Israel's offensive that we're focusing on here on Gaza City, we are expecting movement on that from the cabinet, approval expected maybe later today or tomorrow.
All right. So what will this expanded offensive mean for, obviously, the civilians in Gaza? I mean, where are they going to go?
Yeah, they can't go anywhere, right? That is what every humanitarian organization that is operating in Gaza continues to say. And a reminder, focusing again just on Gaza City, it's estimated up to 1 million men, women, and children are sheltering there. And that would be even bigger than before the war because people have been displaced so many times trying to get to some shelter. The Red Cross issued a statement saying today that the potential incursion would make the food, medical situation, of course, even worse.
All right, Ramy, thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it.